Okay, this one's been bugging me all day. They put out they announced the finalists for a bunch of the NFL awards, um, and JJ is in the five finalists for MVP. He's not going to win, but he's in the five finalists. Um, but the one that's got me pissed off, and it's got some other people pissed off too, but um, the coach of the year finalists, and there's no Kevin O'Connell in the top five in the five finalists. The finalists are Nick Sirianni, Kyle Shanahan, Brian Daboll, Sean McDermott, and Doug Peterson. Now, Coach of the Year is an award typically, like this applies to other sports too. And this may be a stupid way to it's done. It's typically what teams made the biggest improvements from year to year, and that's attributed to the coach. And now the finalists have a couple of those on the list, like Doug Peterson. Okay, they were only 9-8. But that was like a 7-win improvement over a team, with a team that had been a number one draft pick team 2 years in a row. And then obviously Daboll, what he did here, regular season award. The number of people who don't understand the concept that all of them, MVP as well, all of it, it's a regular season award, because I saw so many people saying, well, the Giants came in here and beat us in the playoffs, so why are people mad? It's got nothing to do with what happened in the playoffs. The playoff game is fucking irrelevant. And of course, we had beaten the Giants in the regular season before that, so it's got nothing to do with anything. Sirianni, you can make a case just because they were the number one seed. They did improve. They were a playoff team last year, but they made an improvement. Shanahan, obviously, playing most of the season with backup quarterbacks. The McDermott one bugs the hell out of me, because Buffalo was just the team that everyone thought they'd be. Everyone thought Buffalo was going to be basically what the record was that they had. What did they go, 13-4? Everyone thought that was going to be what they did. But who's the odd man out? Kevin O'Connell. Even though Kevin O'Connell took an 8-win team, 8 wins a couple years in a row, took them up to 13 wins, division title, won 13 games, even with one of the worst defenses in football, historically great in close games. What's more of a testament to coaching than winning close games? No team had ever done better at winning close games in a season than these Vikings. But Kevin O'Connell's left out. The disrespect, and I know the argument is, well, they didn't win in the playoffs, so it doesn't fucking matter what they did in the playoffs or didn't do in the playoffs. This is a regular season award. If the Vikings were still playing, they were going to do an NFC Championship game right now, it'd be the exact same thing. This was a regular season accomplishment. Kevin O'Connell, I pretty much understood he was not going to win the award. They were going to find some reason not to give it to him, but he's not even in the 5 finalists. The disrespect, that there's never been a team in the history of the NFL that was more disrespected than the 2022 Vikings. And I know the argument is, well, they deserved it because and they proved in the playoffs that they deserved it. No, this is regular season. What they did in the playoffs is irrelevant to what they did in the regular season when it comes to individual awards. Kevin O'Connell was fucking robbed. He should at least be in the 5 finalists, if not the favorite to fucking win it. It's nauseating to me that the disrespect is what it is with this team. It's basically them saying that nothing that they did this season mattered. It's all just a mirage. Nothing worked. Nothing went right. It's insulting. I'm sure Kevin O'Connell doesn't really care that much, but it's fucking insulting bullshit, because he was one of the best coaches in the league this year. And a couple of these people who are in the finals ahead of him, it's ridiculous. I don't get it. Like, we heard it all season. Like, and people are like, oh well, they got blown out a few times. So what? 13-4, 5-win improvement, 11-0 in one-score games. No team had ever done that before. That is a testament to coaching. And he just gets snubbed. It's just, there's no other franchise that could have the kind of season that we just had, and have their head coach be snubbed in this way and disrespected in this way. I just hate how the narrative. Even now, like, you know, we're a week and a half removed from our season ending, and just the narrative being changed on this team. The people acting like all the haters were right and all the disrespect was correct because they lost a playoff game. Okay, they lost a playoff game. So what if they had won a playoff game and then lost the next one? Does that mean Kevin O'Connell was that much better of a coach this year? It's a regular season award. 5-win improvement. 13 wins. We'd only won 13 games as a franchise, like once, what, in the previous 24 years or something like that? Like, the disrespect just never will end with this team. But the people who actually watched this team this year, actually watched them and know what they were doing, they know that this was a legitimate team. They didn't do it in the playoffs. Sorry, they didn't. Again, regular season. We're talking a regular season award, and you know, it's nauseating that this is. It's like things are just being taken away from this team even now, even when their season is over. It's just gross to me. Maybe it's just fake outrage. I don't know. I'm just pissed about it. I saw the 5 finalists today, and it was just like, you've got to be kidding me. And it's nothing even against the other coaches. It's just there's no way you can make an argument for a couple of those guys ahead of Kevin O'Connell. And if you're not making that argument for Kevin O'Connell, then you can't make that argument for Brian Daboll. And you frankly can't make it for Doug Peterson. Because they only got in the playoffs. Let's face it, they only got in the playoffs because Tennessee collapsed. I mean, so Kevin O'Connell, he's my coach of the year. He is the true coach of the year for 2022, because we all saw what he did in getting this team to make a huge improvement and be historic in one-score games, which is a testament to coaching. You could say it's just a bunch of fluky shit that happened. It's not just a bunch of fluky shit that happened. This team elevated its play all year long in the fourth quarter. That is a testament to coaching. That is a testament to the culture that he created, and he deserved recognition. And he doesn't even get the courtesy of being a finalist. So, fuck that award. Whoever wins it, you're illegitimate as far as I'm concerned. And Kevin O'Connell, you are the 2022 Coach of the Year in the NFL.